Hey, what's up you guys? This is Crypto Loop back again with another video. Hope y'all are having an amazing day, and let's go ahead and dive right into this. So we're on the 2-hour chart. We broke below our support. We have our trend line in favor of us, and then we also broke below that descending triangle that we had angled out earlier today, which that's okay, it happens, no worries there. And if this does break below our trend line, that's okay as well. That doesn't change my investment strategy. Although I must disclose, I am not a financial advisor, so don't buy, sell, or do anything I say, or that I do for that matter, because that would be very bad. Wouldn't want you to lose any money, and I don't want you to take any risks that you're not ready to take. We're going to go ahead and compare this to XRP, because I think the XRP explosive growth, or potential, is almost equal to Telcoin, although XRP's growth right here in alt season was based off of pure speculation. And I hope you guys do remember that, but we also have to consider that back in 2017, the circulating supply was not 45 billion. Ripple unlocks from escrow every month to dump into the circulating supply, so I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but I do see it being very similar to XRP's growth this upcoming alt season. For example, I definitely see it hitting 3 cents, although I think that's a very considerate estimate, as it does have potential for greater growth. So right here is exactly what I want to show you. This ICO'd for a penny, right? And it's been sitting here a little bit stagnant for a little while now, but this has been while Telcoin had been going in the background. They had been doing everything they could to get all regulatory needs, licenses, everything. And prior to launch, this has been paying off. Now, everything's getting ready to go out as well. The current corridor from Canada to Philippines is live, and there's so much more to be done by June. And we're going to talk about that and touch base here in a minute, but let's go ahead and go over to Twitter. This is a speculative connection that Captain Crypto had found, and it's from Rahesh Sabari. He's executive advisor and investor along with director at Telcoin, along with the head merchant distribution and partnership sales, data, and services at MasterCard. So he's also the senior principal. He's been there for 5 years and 7 months compared to 3 years and 8 months. So it seems like he knows what he's doing, and it could be a very, very accurate statement to say that Telcoin probably took him under his wing to get that connection with MasterCard. That's not confirmed. That's just something that I kind of thought of. That's a possibility. Take that with a grain of salt, please. This is Rahesh Sabari who liked this post, and so it shows that MasterCard's working closely with mobile network operators, and GSMA happens to be a partner of Telcoin, which pretty much hints at that a little bit. And then you also have financial inclusion in Africa, so that could mean a corridor in the future, and I think that's a very good thing because there's a positive market for Africa and remittances there as well. On to the next post, we have Telcoin. They have a 2.9 billion remittance flow from Canada to Philippines, which is a really good thing. This is what's live right now. And then we have 11.1 billion, 87 million, and 1 billion. So a total of 15.1 billion combined remittance flows from the United States, Australia, Singapore, and Canada into the Philippines, which is pretty freaking decent. Along with that, we have a 2.5 fee compared to 4.7, 4.8, 2.7, and 3.3 remittance fees. And those are the averages from Western Union, MoneyGram, and World Remit. It shows instant money transfers, although I have seen that it's taken roughly 2 minutes so far. But I think that's going to speed up over time as time passes and development continues with this. Obviously, it's just starting out, and this is the first corridor remittance that has happened with Canada and Philippines. So for me, I'd say it's going very successful. They've had bumps in the roads, of course, with overloading and everything else, but that's to be expected, especially with like identity verification that happened. But that's already kinked out. The team has been on top of it really well. So I've really positive outlook for the team. We're going to compare a transfer from a normal person going into Western Union and say just a normal person using Telcoin. So typically, Western Union will take 2 days with a $65 fee, which is insanity because that's 2 days. Compared to Telcoin, that's taking 2 minutes for a $980 end user total. So that's a $20 fee compared to it taking 2 days with a $60 fee. That's triple fees compared to Telcoin, for even more time. So you're paying for a slow service, terrible support, everything in between, while Telcoin's out here just outperforming. They have really good support, an amazing team behind them. You can obviously track transactions on the blockchain if you need to. I mean, everything's just laid out there for you to look at, and I've heard that Western Union's a pain in the butt when it comes to support at times, especially when it takes a lot of time to check on those transactions because something happened. I've heard of many different things with Western Union, just losing transactions and just random stuff like that. And I know that's not going to happen with Telcoin, as XRP is for the banked, Telcoin's for the unbanked. Obviously, if you're banked, you can still have Telcoin. But Telcoin, you just send money through a phone number. You enter your friend's phone number, and you can send that Telcoin, transfer it to a fiat, and out into wherever you need to send it to, whether it's bills, TV, anything like that. So much more simple for Telcoin, especially since they're partnered with Gcash. That's very helpful. And Gcash is also partnered with Alibaba. So there's many different connections. We're going to go over that here in a minute. But we're going to look at the roadmap real quick. So the winter roadmap, we're actually behind a little bit. I'd say we're right about here. I'm not even 100% sure if the KYC module has been released. But we're actually expected to be caught up by June, which is Q2 of 2021. So that's a very, very good thing. And actually, they've stated that they might even exceed it. As you guys can see right here, we're confident that they can scale it to reach the projection, that they will catch up or exceed the roadmap targeted pace by mid-year, which that's unbelievable for what they're about to accomplish. When I say explosive growth, I mean explosive growth. We're talking 9 receiving markets, 5 sending markets, and the next corridors or remittances is through Canada, USA, and Australia. Canada's obviously done, but we're talking USA and Australia are next. USA's a very big one. I think that if word spreads well enough and marketing campaigns go really, really well, I mean, things are going to pick up, and it's going to be very beautiful on the Telcoin chart. And then we also have the V3 app release. So this is all coming in 4 months, which is very, very soon. Obviously, that's right around the corner. So why the Philippines? It's got a 108 million population with 66% mobile penetration and 32.5 annual remittance flows. That is a lot of money. And then Gcash is their partner, or at least the Philippines remittance partner for Telcoin, with over 33 million active users and 20.8 in-app transactions. And it's the #1 downloaded finance app in the Philippines. And right now, Canada to Philippines, the remittance flows from Telcoin markets is 2.9 billion. And then you got America at 11.1 billion, and then 87 million with 1 billion. And then obviously they have the regulatory licenses to operate legally in those countries, which I think is very, very good. Obviously they need that, and that's what they've been working on for the past few years. So on to our next graphic. We just discussed this. Obviously it takes 2 minutes, but that's okay. And then it shows the cash flow of how everything goes. So sender transfers money instantly through Telcoin's wallet, so it goes into Gcash. You can either do wallet to wallet from Gcash, which is at 0 cost, really, really good, or you can cash out at a local currency or fiat currency, or at any Gcash partner outlet, probably an ATM. And then you can spend converted Telcoin and Gcash to pay bills, buy in store, or shop online. And there's a few other use cases as well. And then you got Gcash's profile, which we've gone over as well for that piece. This person asked when will Gcash start marketing, and they said they will do it soon enough. They're in constant discussions with Gcash, which I've heard before, and the marketing team will make announcements when they are ready. So the fact that Gcash has not marketed to their open community yet is really freaking good, because as soon as they do, I mean, that gives you guys the opportunity to get in before they do, but as soon as they do, it's going to get really interesting, so I cannot wait for that to happen. Next up, we got Telcoin with ewallet partners. We got Link Aho, which is the biggest one out of all of them. They haven't even started to go live yet with over 40 million registered users. Second biggest is Gcash, which is actually rolling out right now with 33 million registered users and 63,000 partner merchants. You guys can pause the video and look at the rest of this, but I'm going to go ahead and continue on. And additionally, we got Telcoin being the first telecom cryptocurrency distributed in a partnership with GSMA network operators to mobile subscribers globally. So this is all around the world. GSMA partnership was a very, very solid one, and it still is. So next up to our graphic, we have when will they go live or plan to go live in the United States, Singapore, and Australia. Those are the next remittances to go. And obviously they can't give an exact date just for legal reasons, but they're definitely getting closer, which means they're working on the background. They're doing everything they can around the clock to just get that live. And I think that's very, very good that they keep us updated with this. Again, this is in the Telegram group chat. I'll get that linked in the description for you guys. Anyways, this is where I'm going to end this video. I hope you guys recognize or at least see the potential in this coin without being listed on any exchanges on Binance or Coinbase. Nothing like that has happened, and I actually respect the Telcoin team for not being super outgoing to get on those exchanges, as that could create a lot of volatility. But at the same time, it creates pure investors. You aren't having a bunch of people scalping it for money. I mean, every now and again on KuCoin that does happen, but not like it would on Binance or Coinbase. So I definitely respect that, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.